Hey guys, I'm Josh from Galactic, and today we're going to be talking about planets. So, what are they anyway?
The things that spin around the sun.
A planet is a celestial giant that's usually orbiting a sun or another giant with a large gravitational field.
Is that like a dwarf planet? Is that a thing? A dwarf planet? No, an X planet.
Every planet deserves a fair chance.
It's a dwarf planet.
I guess another world, and it doesn't necessarily have to have a life, but in some form has the chemicals or something.
A large ball of land that possibly can sustain life.
So asking what is a planet is actually not that simple of a question. In fact, the International Astronomical Union has been asking this question since 2006, and before 2006 there has been no cohesive definition of the word. So when astronomers found Eris, which was further and larger than Pluto, they decided that they needed to find a new term. So what did astronomers come up with? Well, to be a planet you must meet 3 parameters. The first parameter being that an object must orbit around a star. So, is the moon a planet?
I mean, it is a big ball of something, so I'm sure you can call it.
Bentley, do you have any comments?
Bentley.
Well, the moon is rotating around the Earth because of the Earth's gravitational pull, so it's really not rotating around the sun.
It doesn't have the kind of atmosphere that would make it a planet. I don't know, that would be my answer.
Under this first parameter, the moon would not be considered a planet because it is actually orbiting the Earth and not a star. Second, an object needs to be massive enough that it can squish itself into a round ball. So, under the second parameter, would asteroids be considered a planet?
No.
Why not?
Because they're rocks.
They're not really a planet, since they usually don't orbit around a certain thing, they usually fly around, also because of what they're made of. There's usually a few elements like copper and other metals, so not really.
I would not consider them planets. I would say they're just flying debris of rock and metal.
Most things in the asteroid belt, with exception to Ceres, are too small to be round. They don't have enough gravity to squish them into a cohesive ball. The third parameter in order to be considered a planet is an object has to clear its own orbital path. This is the one that got Pluto into trouble. Pluto, you're breaking my heart.
When I was in school, I thought it was a planet. They told me it was a planet. Now they tell me it's not. So I guess not.
Well, I think a dwarf planet's still a planet.
I just think for nostalgia's sake, it should be a planet.
It should be called a planet?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I was growing up, it was a planet, and I always believed it was a planet, so...
I don't know, I've always grown up knowing it as a planet, so I'd like it to be a planet again, just for like the onomatopoeia. So.
Yeah. I don't have any information of why it would be.
I feel kind of bad for Pluto, because like, they kind of wrote it off, you know?
Shaft.
But see, according to scientists, a planet needs to have certain characteristics, and if Pluto doesn't have it, then nothing we can personally do about it.
Pluto is not a planet because it hasn't cleared its own orbital path. We call these big round objects orbiting around a star dwarf planets. And Pluto is far from alone. In fact, there is Ceres, Eris, Haumea, Makemake, and newly additional V774104, which was just found in 2015, so it has not been named yet. Hopefully it'll be named after me. Let's recap. There are 3 things that define a planet. A planet must orbit around a star, a planet must be massive enough to become round, and a planet must clear its own orbital path. Looks like that's all the time we have for you today. Make sure you subscribe to our channel so you can see more awesome videos like this, and if you have any questions or comments, make sure that you comment below.